Brian Ferentz OC
Yes,
contract.
his son, not Kirk Ferentz, the head coach. This is why you don't hire your children on staff, at least to be coordinators. Okay, I think you can get away with it if they're a position coach, but at coordinator. So Brian Ferentz, the coordinator and son of Kirk Ferentz at Iowa, whose offense was historically awful this year, absolutely terrible, did not get fired. They amended his deal. I want y'all to listen to this, all right? They said the amendment for Brian Ferentz with incentive-based opportunities to reinstate his previous contract. So they're coming in saying, you're not living up to your end of the deal. We're going to cut out some money, but give you a chance to earn it back if you fix it. All right, so he was previously making $900,000, okay? He'll receive up to $112,500 in bonus money if he hits all of his incentives. So now it's down to $850,000, okay? So they basically took away $50,000. And because the Hawkeyes ranked 123rd, they averaged under 18 points a game. Ooh, puke. So some of these incentives, they have to score at least 25 points a game.
Okay.
All right, which is, it's not great.
Yeah, stop there.
So
Not going to happen.
if I am having
It's
to
not
come
gonna
to
happen.
you and pay you more as the offensive coordinator to score points, you have to fire people. This is nepotism. You want to see nepotism? And I'm the last person to come out and talk about, nepotism because it's just the way it works sometimes in business. But this is a great case of nepotism. You hired your son to be the offensive coordinator, and he sucks at it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kirk. I'm sorry. I'm sure he's a great person, great family man. But when it comes to putting together an offense to score points, he is bad at it. You should fire him. You don't go to him and say, we're going to take away some of your money, but if you just be decent, if you can just be okay, Shewa from Beer Fest, a strawberry beer, it's just okay. If you can just be okay, we'll give you your money back. No, fire his ass. If it wasn't your son, you would have fired him. This is a bad look for Iowa, in my opinion. Sometimes when you take the risk, when you want to dance with the piper, you got to play the piccolo, man, when it doesn't work out. All right? And now it's time, Kirk, to play the piccolo. You got to fire this guy. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. Anybody else would have been fired. This is a bad look for Iowa, and it's really weird, and I don't like it, and it smells funny.
You like to play the
how
piccolo?
long has Kirk Ferentz been in Iowa?
Remember
How high
Matt
can you
Rogers
count?
came in here and said that he was a part of one of the first classes that had to transfer out when Kirk Ferentz got there.
Yeah, what was that offensive like before his son got there?
Better than what it is now.
Still trash.
Now, compared to what it's
Still
now, they
trash.
were the Globetrotters.
It's still
compared to what they are now.
trash. It's still trash. That's the game he wants to play.
Hey, everybody, we want to let you know that this show is brought to you by the best sportsbook on the planet, from coast to coast, sea to shining sea, and that is DraftKings Sportsbook. So download the app right now because new customers can use promo code CRANE, that's C-R-A-I-N, and if you bet $5 on the big game this Sunday, you get $200 in bonus bets instantly. That is $200 straight to you instantly, but only with promo code CRANE, C-R-A-I-N, only at DraftKings Sportsbook. We love it. We live it. We learn it. DraftKings, the daily fantasy is fantastic
love it.
as well. There's a lot of novelty props.
Got 'em right here.
Weekly specials. What are a couple that you're looking
Man, listen to this novelty prop here for the Super Bowl. Combined jersey numbers of all the touchdown scores over under 160.5. Other than Travis Kelce, a lot of low numbers.
Yeah, I mean, you
in the
look at,
Super Bowl.
A.J. Brown's a low number. Devontae Smith's a low number. Pacheco's a low number. Valdez Scantling's
Both
a low number.
quarterbacks.
The under smells good. Even if there's a decent amount of points scored, the under really smells good here.
He's got to worry about tight ends.
Yeah.
Got it.
Well,
Travis Kelce could have
can't
two.
freak out.
Yeah.
If Travis Kelce has two, then you're in trouble. But make sure you use that promo code CRANE, C-R-A-I-N, for that exclusive offer from DraftKings Sportsbook.
He likes the offensive scheme. The head coach does, right? They want to play good defense. Iowa, and I get it, all right? You do have good defensive players, but you play a certain team with a certain amount of athletes, you're not going to stop them, all right? If you think this I formation stuff is gonna win you a championship,
It is Iowa.
or whatever you think it is, it's not, buddy. I don't give a crap if you're in the Big Ten or whatever it is. This offense doesn't work anymore. What championship team has gotten the I formation and won it all? What team? When's the last team that did?
Georgia.
Georgia's under center I
Georgia's a
formation.
very
team.
interesting one because they kind of could.
Yeah,
have.
they're not at all. They're not at all.
All right, so
it's not going to work. You don't even remotely close.
So I
have the athletes that Georgia had.
I pulled up Iowa's rankings on offense. All right, since 1999. So under Greg Davis, the previous offensive coordinator, in 2012 they were 117 out of 174. They moved up to 84th out of 125. Then they were 66 out of 128. You can see how many teams are going to Division I each year. They were 66 out of 128 in 2014. All right, I'm going to go to Brian Ferentz. So the year before Brian Ferentz got hired, in 2016, Greg Davis, they had the 121st ranked offense out of 128. Pretty bad. Brian Ferentz comes in. They finished 117th out of 130. Then 92nd out of 130. Then 99 out of 130. Then 88 out of 130, and then 124 out of 130. How do you not fire this man?
This past year?
Yeah, how do you not fire this man? How do you not?
How do you not fire the head coach? How do you not fire the head? When were they good before?
Iowa's actually won some. Like Iowa's won things.
Let's see. When was the last time Iowa won the Big
The
Ten?
offensive coordinator that came in was bad before him, and then the new offensive coordinator came in is still bad. At what point is it the head coach's fault? At what point is it?
Well, Kirk Ferentz is one of the winningest coaches
I know
ever
that's great. That's great. That's awesome. You had a great career, but sooner or later, right? As a head coach, you have to hire a guy that has an open offense that can open up the offensive game, whether it's your son or not. Kirk Ferentz has said he doesn't want to change the offense, right? So if you don't want to change the offense and you expect a different outcome, you are insane. He needs to be fired. Iowa, you are capping yourself at a certain amount of games you can win because this offense won't take you to the promised land. This scheme will not. It won't. So it's not the OC's fault. It's your head coach's fault.
I mean, look, I know some fans want to fire Kirk Ferentz, but Iowa, it's not like Iowa is, a dominant force in the Big Ten, but they have won before under Kirk Ferentz. I just think they need to upgrade to the times. Like, I do agree with you on that, Blaine. I do find that pretty interesting. Hey, you two, appreciate you guys checking us out. Do me a favor. You probably have, but if you haven't, look at that subscribe button. You go ahead and hit that bad boy. Ring that bell like Quasimodo and hit that like button as well. We really appreciate it. Helps the show grow, helps the grass grow, and it helps Blaine's beard grow. And we all know how important that is to saving the human race.